Guys, how have you guys been doing? And so welcome back to another movie review on my channel. And today here we're revealing the sequel to the Peter Pan movie from 1953. Peter Pan Returned to Neverland. Peter Pan 2 came out in 2002. The original movie came out in 1953. This one came out in 2002. So this one came out years after the events of the first movie. So let's talk about the original actors from the first movie. That's right. We had Catherine B. Mount who voiced Wendy Darling. We had Tommy Lusk who played Michael Darling. We have Bobby Discord plays Peter Pan. That's right, the heroic classic Peter Pan. We have Paul Collins who plays John Darling. We had Tom Conway who plays the narrator. We had Hans Conrad who plays Captain Hook and Mr. Darling. So let's go to the sequel. That's right, the sequel. That's right. Oh, you're... Now we have Harriet Owen voices Jane Morgan and young Wendy Darling. And now we're seeing this movie that Wendy Darling has all grown up. Yes, for her husband. Yes. Yes. In this movie, Wendy Darling has all grown up. That's right. Wendy Darling has all grown up. She's now voiced by Kath Sophie. We had Corey Burton who plays Captain Hook. We had Jeff Bannon who plays Smee in Pirates. We had Andrew McDonough who plays Danny. We have Roger Reeves who plays Edward. We have Spencer Brosnan who plays Cubby. We have Bradley Pierce who plays Nebs. We have Quinn Quick who plays Slightly. We have Aaron Spence who plays Twins. We have Dan Castellana who plays Pirates. We have Jim Cummings who plays Turk. Person who plays Jukes. We had Clive River who plays elderly officer and narrator. We have Frank Rucker who plays 92 Octopus, and Wally Wenger who plays Chorus. Look, first I'll show you the young Wendy. Now I'll show you the old Wendy. Look, this young version of Wendy, this is the young version of her. Now this is the old version of Wendy. Yeah, this is the old version of Wendy. Look at that, she has all grown eyes. Oh, let's say the father, that's right, Edward. Yeah, this is her husband. Um, she also has a daughter Jane. Yeah, look, this is this is Wendy's daughter Jane. And also has the brother, the little brother in the movie, Danny. That's right, Danny. That's right, the little brother. That's right. So now, without further ado, let's get into the plot of the movie without getting further away. So the movie begins after years after the events of the first movie from 1953. So now in the second movie, we see that Wendy Darling has all grown up with her husband Edward. Now they have two children. They have Jane Morgan and Danny Morgan. Jane is the sister. Danny is the brother. Jane is the big sister. Danny's the little brother. That's right. Jane has always listened to the stories by her mom Wendy of Peter Pan and the Lost Boys and Captain Hook and many of the pirates. Of course, Jane didn't really think the story was true because she thought the story was all just a childish fairy tale from her mom, even though the story was actually true. So one night the father leaves and his officer comes and he says that the kids need to evacuate immediately because there was an attack in the town. That's right, it took place in London, that's right. So then this one night, Jane has this really big argument with her mom and Danny about leaving and about the Peter Pan stories. Jane still does not believe in the Peter Pan stories. She still does not believe that. She still thinks that is all a bunch of childish nonsense from her mom. And then she gets kidnapped by Captain Hook and his pirates and Mr. Smee. However, Captain Hook thought the girl was Wendy. Even though Captain Hook didn't know that she had grown up. So they take her to Neverland. That's right, to Neverland. where she was about to be overthrown by an octopus. However, Peter Pan comes and saves her. And he realizes that this isn't Wendy. This is her daughter Jane. Daughter Jane. And so Peter Pan starts hanging out with Jane. However, Jane thinks this is all a dream. However, it isn't. However, she soon realizes this is not a dream. This is all actually happening. So Peter Pan is hanging out with Jane with the Lost Boys. However, Jane still does not believe in Peter Pan and Lost Boys, and that she still wants to head back home. So So Jane starts having a little argument with Peter Pan, saying that she didn't believe in stories like Peter Pan and the fairy of including fairies, including Tinkerbell. Then Tinkerbell's life begins going out because Jane said that she didn't believe in fairies. Yeah. That's right. So Jane gets tricked by Captain Hook to find the treasury. So Jane reunites with Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, but never before getting kidnapped by Captain Hook. So Peter Pan thought that Jane had betrayed her. So Jane finds Tinkerbell, whose light has gone out, and that she has died. But Jane apologizes to Tinkerbell, saying that now she finally believes in such fairies. And so Tinkerbell starts coming back to life. And so now Jane, along with Tinkerbell, arrive to Captain Hook's ship and they save Peter Pan and the Lost Boys. That's right. So Jane finally starts fighting Captain Hook, and then she ends up defeating him. So Peter Pan hangs out with Jane one last time before she gets back home. And so now, back home, Jane wakes up. She reunites with her family. She begins telling the stories of her adventure of going to Neverland. That's right. So then Wendy reunites with Peter Pan. Says that they hadn't seen each other in years. And so Jane says the same thing that Wendy said at the beginning of the movie. I'll always believe in you, Peter Pan. And so then their father Edward arrives back home. That's right. So then they reunite with him. And so that's how the movie ends. So let's get to the review of the film without getting further away. So I really like this movie. I thought this was such a great sequel to the first Peter Pan film. It's good to see Peter Pan again, the heroic Peter Pan, that's right. Also, I like the new characters in the film. I like the main character of the film is Jane Morgan. First Jane didn't believe in the stories of Peter Pan, and then she did. She became friends with Peter Pan and the Lost Boys in Neverland. That's right. And there's Danny. That's right. There's this older Wendy Darling and the father. That's right. I thought the story in the movie. Yeah, this is the second Peter Pan film. We never got a third one. No, we never did. We only got two of them. we only got two Peter Pan films, and also we have the main villain again, Captain James Hook and his army of pirates, including Mr. Smee. What? Yeah. And also, I thought the songs in the movie looked really nice. Let's see, which song did I like? Maybe someone like I'll try. That's right. I tried from Jonathan Broke. That's right. Jonathan Broke. That's right. That's about the soundtrack in the movie was really amazing. I thought the animation in the movie was really nice. I thought the special effects in the movie looked really cool. I thought the visuals in the movie looked really nice. I thought the editing in the film looked really amazing. As for the background of the movie looked really amazing. As about the direction of the film looked really amazing. What? As for a lot of the action scenes in the film looked really amazing. As for the settings and locations in the film looked really cool. First, it took place in London, and then it took place in Neverland. That's right. As about a lot of action scenes in the film looked really cool. As about the CGI in the film looked really cool. I also thought that the final battle of the film with the new character named Jane was really amazing. And finally thought the ending of the film was so really amazing. So that's my movie review of Peter Pan Return to Neverland from 2002. So that's why this movie gets 10 out of 10. So don't forget to like and comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys so next time, and goodbye everyone, see you soon.